My friend's proposal. Drop a like and be sure to follow for more. So TIFUpdate, my friend's proposal backstory. Based on my original post, my friend who did amateur porn with his GF decided to manipulate me, a freelance photographer and videographer, into filming him and his GF about to have sex. He asked me to do his videos many times before, but I always declined. However, when he asked me to film him proposing to his GF, I said yes. It sounded wholesome, on paper, but all of that wholesomeness went out the window when my friend ended up going OnlyFans in front of me with his GF, who was under the impression that my friend finally convinced me to film them fucking. I was like, did you forget to pop the question, like, what is happening? My friend got upset at me for exposing his plan to propose, and I got upset at him for putting me in an uncomfortable position. Our friendship was in limbo for a long time until we eventually made peace and moved on. Update: it's literally been years since my original post. My friend, who is no longer engaged or in a relationship or involved in porn, asked me to film another thing for him. My first reaction was like, no sir, not doing that shit again. But my friend explained that he wanted someone to film him tripping on magic mushrooms. Based on his explanation, a shaman was going to facilitate his psychedelic journey, and apparently the shaman was willing to give me access with my camera, as long as I was discreet, respected the process, and never entered the sacred circle, which was the space designated for the shaman and the shroom user during the ceremony. My friend said it was his first time doing something like this, so it would mean a lot to him if I was present, not only to film his experience, but also to hold his hand, so to speak. I agreed to film the whole thing. As soon as my friend and I arrived at the shaman's sanctuary, the shaman advised me not to film the start of the ceremony. I was not even allowed to be in the same room at first. I waited outside in the garden area until the shaman gave me the green light to come inside and film the rest of the ceremony. I started filming when the shaman gave my friend what she referred to as a hero dose of magic mushrooms. I was told beforehand that my friend would be tripping his balls off for approximately 6 hours. I didn't have enough memory cards for 6 hours, so my plan was to film moments. Nothing happened for the first hour, so I stepped outside to smoke my vape. My friend was laying on a mattress, staring into space when I left. When I returned, my friend was sitting upright with my camera in his hand. I left my camera in the room to record whatever might happen while I was not there. My friend was pointing the camera at himself with the adjustable LCD screen facing him so that he could see his own face, which made him laugh hysterically, almost as if he couldn't believe what he looked like. I automatically wanted to grab my camera because it's not cheap, but the shaman stopped me from entering the sacred circle. Even though I was stressing, I did my best to respect the process. So instead of raising my voice over the loud Jumanji music, I used sign language to tell the shaman to grab my camera from my friend who's obviously fucked out of his mind. By the time the shaman reacted to what I was telling her, it was too late. My friend suddenly saw his face melt or whatever and dropped the most expensive thing I own on the ground. My camera managed to survive the fall, but the glass of the lens was cracked and the LCD screen was bent, leaving my camera unusable. Needless to say, I didn't record anything after that. My friend offered to pay for the damages when I explained to him what happened, which I appreciated. I sent the lens in for an assessment, still waiting for feedback. Agreed to film my friend tripping on magic mushrooms, which ended up with my friend almost destroyed my camera.